To box or not to box? That is the question. A lot of people have decided using their lifts with a barbell the same way I do, as far as directly off their laps instead of using a set of safety boxes. While I'm obviously okay with this technique, there is a technique to it. And one of the things that I think a lot of times is missed is bar control. A lot of times when pressing up or going overhead with the bar in a snatch or a press form in trying to do fast repetitions, guys will either let it free fall directly down onto their lap, or they will use almost as far as a bouncing technique off their lap and trying to get faster repetitions. This is extremely dangerous. I also think you're missing part of the functionality in the lift here. While not only are you putting your legs in extreme jeopardy because you can't feel that weight and the force that you're putting on them, the other part of it is you're missing a part of functionality. That's what CrossFit is about, is functional fitness. And so when we work these lifts, we're trying to build fitness for real life. Now, if you lift something up off of a high shelf, if you need to put something up and it comes down, you're not just gonna let it free fall onto you. You're gonna try and control it as much as possible. So we need to build that strength the same way. As far as the safety procedures go, it's for the same reason. So when I do a snatch or whatever, instead of letting it free fall, I will bring the bar up overhead, I will lean back, let it come down, make contact with my chest, roll it down my stomach, and then bring it down forward in a motion like that into my next lift. I have done multiple repetitions where it's literally hit my chest so hard that I've had bruises the next day or even later that evening. So if I'm taking that much impact on my chest where I can feel it at least, so to where if it gets too tender, it's gonna force me to slow down. Imagine with extra space, how much increased momentum it's hitting and impacting my legs with if I'm just taking it straight down to my legs. For this reason, I encourage you all, if you're gonna lift straight off your lap, to really work on that bar control. Really building that strength to control the bar safely off and on the lap that way. The other thing I want to talk to you about is the lap mat. Now, this is a great piece of equipment that's recently come to us in the last couple of years in our adaptive CrossFit that we do. When I'm not doing competition lifts, I always use the lap mat. It's just another little extra safety feature that helps protect our legs. But I do want to stress that it's a little safety feature, meaning that while it helps with skin abrasions, it helps absorb some of that impact, this is not a free-for-all to drop the bar onto. It will not absorb all the impact. The impact of a heavy bar will still go straight through here and damage your legs. So while I encourage everybody to use a lap mat because of the safety that it can provide, it is not an end-all of end-all to be able to free-fall, drop the bar, or try and go fast and bounce it off the lap mat. You will hurt yourself doing that. So work on that bar control. If anybody has any questions, feel free to reach out to me or WheelWOD. I'm happy to answer any questions.